Alright guys, what's up 2018? Hey, don't mind the background, I have the Flyers on. And they're losing to the Penguins 4-1 right now. Ugh, unbelievable. You might hear me curse a few times, but anyway, a review here on this Schweet. I really hope I didn't just butcher your name. But this is the review on this holster that I've had for a while now. He custom made this thing for me. Well, yeah, I guess he did custom make it for me. He makes a bunch of different kind of holsters out of this leather. That's genuine real leather. Obviously this is the dark brown, and this threading that he has is called tiger thread, and it's like waxed and stuff. Like I'm not 100% sure about all that kind of stuff, but I just know that this thing has been taking a real ass whooping in the last few months, and I figured it was about time I owed him the review on it. Now, because a lot of people will carry their leatherman surge in a sheath, but you know, the sheaths that they come with, for one, are really cheesy. You know what I mean? So what happened off the post? Flyers are on a power play. Anyway, these are cheesy. So, and then obviously you have the fake leather pleather one too, which I ran for a while, and I ran my olight, you know, in the stretchy part of it in there, and don't get me wrong, that works, but it's just not, I don't know, it's not really, if you can get a hold of something like this, then why not? So I have the 12 gauge button on there, and then obviously you'll see my Brassworks pry tool, and I use this thing probably more times than I use the surge, so it always stays in there and it doesn't really move. I use this thing all the time. So, and then I have my olight, which is the new S1 Baton Mini, which goes inside here, and I used to carry this one in there, but not anymore, ever since I got the new one. So the leather on this thing is just amazing, and it's starting to break in nice and hot. He actually just messaged me on Instagram and told me I should condition it, or leather, whatever, condition it, I guess it's called. I don't know, but I'm gonna do that. It has the drain hole in there for moisture, and you can see it just starting to break in real nice, and it's just really starting to just be awesome. Just the way he's got this thing stitched, you can tell his craftsmanship and effort that he put into this, and every one that he makes. If you can look him up on Etsy and just check it out, just put that in there. Check him out on Etsy. Surge olight. See, he made this just for the olight. Now I'm pretty sure his olight that he has is the bigger S1 model. I told him to watch the video because, man, you're gonna want to get this fucking light in there, because that's just amazing. So I don't know if he made one for himself yet or not, but anyway, you could fit this thing in there without the pry bar, and it's in there. I mean, it moves around a little bit, but it's no big deal, because I stretched my leather out from putting this thing in there with it. I carry it in there upside down, so it fits in there a little nicer for me. You know what I mean? And it's just pretty awesome. So if you're looking for a sheath for your leatherman, or any leatherman, I think he'll make it for, you know. And actually on this side is meant for a Sharpie marker, except not the bigger ones like this, a small one, which I haven't been able to find yet. But they make the smaller ones. I don't even know if they are Sharpies anymore or they're just knockoffs. But you know, the smaller version of the permanent marker is what I like to keep in there. I just haven't got one. And I was thinking about cutting it off, but then, you know, I didn't want to do that neither, because then I'll be pissed off, because then I'll end up getting a Sharpie small, and so I just kind of left it. And I'll get one in there eventually. But yeah, that's what that's for. And then I told you about the 12 gauge. You could get a regular button, or you can get the 12 gauge, and then you can see he like has his logo stamped, and then in the back he has as well. And just look at the stitching on this thing and the thread that he uses. Now I like brown. I'm a big fan of the brown leather because, one, my work boots are the Thorogood work boots, and they have brown with red stitching as well. So like I like that look for work. Now I don't usually carry this. I don't ever carry this outside of work. This is just for work only. But it just looks pretty badass. And he does make the pancake version if you want that, but I want it to be able to have it like this. So I run it either through my 511 belt, which it runs through there perfect, and my nice good 511 trainer, or my my Travex clinch belt, which is another great belt, which I use most of the time. I'll do reviews on those later, but those are the belts I run through it, and they work out real well. Now the price, it's not cheap. Like these kind of things you're gonna get for like $5-6, you know, or whatever, or real cheap. This thing I think is like nothing. It's like fucking $9. This thing here is $84. Actually, yeah, $84.98 plus $7. So it came to $92, but I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. So, you know, you got a $100 multi-tool, you want to keep it in a nice sheath and keep it well protected and nice. Even though, you know, it is a tool and you're going to use it. And I use my leatherman like a madman, but, you know, at the same time, you know, I want to make sure that it's in a nice little case. So I don't like cheap stuff anyway, especially when it comes to gear stuff and EDC. And you can see it goes in there real tight. And when it's on you, it didn't come like curved like that. I mean, it started to form to my body because of the way that I carry it. Because it sits back, you know, on the opposite side where I'd keep my firearm at the 430. So it's on the other side of that. So that would be like your 7 something. I don't know. 7:20. 7 o'clock. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's just a really cool leather sheath for any leatherman, and the olight. You can give him a message or email or whatever, and if you're interested, and I'm sure he will have no issues taking care of it. And it didn't take that long for me to get this back. I think it was about 2 weeks, maybe. Might have been faster. Might have been a few days longer, but it was no more than that for sure. No more than 2 weeks. And yeah, it's just been really cool and awesome. I love it, and it's been about time I just singled this out and did the review on it, so I finally just kind of wanted to get that done for him, because there's a lot of things I've been getting behind on. But especially if you guys are getting this new olight, and you know, I'm not a guy that likes to keep his flashlight in his pocket, except until I got this one. Now, like the other olight, I just keep in my backpack now, but this is on my person pretty much all the time, and when it's not in the sheath, it's going in my pocket. And there's so many different ways to carry this freaking thing now with this new clip, which if it was like the normal clip, it would be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but since it has this multi-purpose freaking clip here, it just makes it just so easy, and it's just so awesome. So that's it, guys. So like I said, Schweet Leatherworks. I believe he is in Maryland. And you can check him out on Instagram too. By the way, at right there, Schweet's Leatherworks on Insta. So I'm sure you wouldn't mind DMing and all that kind of stuff if you're interested. Let him know Hard City sent you, Will, and I'm sure he'll hook you up with whatever you need. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And I'm going to watch the Flyers get their ass kicked probably again. And that's about it. Peace. Hopefully not, though. Fuck's sakes.